Alright, so like you saw in the title, this video is going to be about the SRT conversion on this 2012 Chrysler 300. I'm going to talk about the parts you need, the prices, and then I'm going to show what I had to do to get it on the car. And then other little things that are still pending, and that's going to be for future videos. And at the end, if you just want to skip to see how it looks, just go to the end of the video and there's like a little cinematic type that I put together. So let's get right into it. Today, finally, the bumper is in. It looks to me like it's very well packaged. It's a huge box, but it's really not that heavy at all. Oh yeah, we got this from a seller on eBay. Okay, so we brought the bumper inside because it's really hot out there. It's very humid and nasty. And I didn't want to run the risk of getting it scratched up. So I just brought it inside to take a look at it. Everything looks good. No scratches or any damage on it. We have the Foglight bezels or inserts. This is the driver's side, or yeah, driver's side. And then this one. So right now, well, today is what? Tuesday. On Friday, I'm gonna start fitting everything, making sure everything fits. I'm hoping these are the same ones. I saw somewhere that there's different part numbers for these, for the SRT and the non-SRT, but I'll find out. So let's go ahead and get this fitted, and I'll see you guys in a couple of days. Okay, so we're out here again with the 300. I am going to remove the bumper, and then I want to see how the stuff inside goes with this, with that bumper, like that. The cushion stuff, the plastic that goes inside. I'm going to see how these fit compared from this bumper to that bumper, and then how the fog lights are going to mount over there, because I know that this sensor is not going to stay there. This one's going to move like over here. I know that for sure, so I'm not going to mess with that today. So I'm going to take this off. I don't need to show how I take it off because I've shown that in another video. So right now we'll have this off and we'll see how it compares to that one. So I'm gonna have to check the fog lights, and then this one right here looks like it's all stuck together with this bottom grill. So we'll see how that fits on that one, because we actually have a bottom grill for that, which I don't think is gonna interfere. It might just be in the inside. Sensors should line up, should be the same. And then I have to make sure that this part right here, I'm able to take it off and put it on this one. Sensors are attached to this. I have to take off all the sensors. This might be different. I might have to cut this bottom grill off, but we'll see. Okay, so we took this off of this bumper, of the factory bumper, and it looks like that thing that holds all the sensors, this absorber, energy absorber, does not fit on the SRT bumper. And besides just being a little absorber, it looks like it was just there to hold the wire for the sensors, for the park sensors, which I already put on that one just for a test. And it looks like it could go on like this. It looks like it has little spots to hold the wire in place. But I'm still going to look to see if there's a little energy absorber for the SRT8, just specific to the SRT8. And then we did try to mount, just to mock it up on the car, the new bumper. And this side went on pretty good. And over here I couldn't get it to go around because it was hitting the sensor, the cruise control sensor. So this, I'm going to have to relocate it probably to these two holes right here. I'm not sure, but that has to move in order for the bumper just to go on. And then another thing that I just found is that these covers are not the same. These are way different. As you can see, It's touching the bottom, but it's not touching the top. So we need to find the SRT specific ones. Oh, and then this thing, I haven't tried to change it yet, and I don't think I am, because I don't know if it's gonna break something. And since I don't have everything that I need for this bumper yet, I don't want to break anything and not be able to have the bumper on the car. So as of now, we are still stuck looking for more parts. The grill looks like it should work just fine. It looks the same in there. So I guess we'll leave it there, and I'll pick up again when we get these things, and then when I find out more about the energy absorber and how that's gonna go, if it can go on like that or not, but we'll see. Okay, so I've been doing some research online, and I saw a video of a SRT8 on YouTube, and the guy's taking off the bumper because he's gonna wrap it. And I looked and compared the holes to see if maybe this is a different part for the SRT8, but it looks like it's the same. What is different though is this bracket, the bracket that this sensor bolts onto. It looks like it uses these two holes right here, so there's no way for me to just unbolt it and move it, because there's no holes that I can use. So I need to find the correct bracket. And from what I was looking, I don't think they sell just the brackets. I have not been able to find just, not even this kind of bracket. They sell the whole thing complete for like 700, 800 bucks. So hopefully I can find this, or maybe fabricate something, take this off, match up those holes, put them there, and just kind of line up the sensor, and then take it to the dealer to get calibrated, and we'll see how much that is. Hopefully that's not too much of an issue. We'll see what happens. Whenever we get more stuff in, I'll come back. Alright, so it's a few weeks later, and we actually have the painted bumper now. We chopped it off on Monday, today's Saturday, and we picked it up today. And I must say I'm pretty impressed with how it came out for the price that we paid. I'll reveal all that later when I'm done with the video. And then I don't know if I had mentioned it, but these inserts, they weren't clipping on for some reason, and right now I guess I figured it out, and they clipped on pretty good. So they're both on there without having to really mess too much with them. And then picking up on the conversation of the sensor, I was able to find one on eBay for $250. So that sensor right there is not gonna work. I found a forum where a guy, he does what I wanted to do. He just makes new holes on the bracket and moves it, but for some reason they're not able to get it calibrated. So I found this one. So right now I want to try to mount that, see what I need to do. So let's start ripping this bumper off and start messing with the sensor. Okay, so I got the bumper off. So what I'm going to do now is try to take this part off and see how I can put it up over there. And after that I'll do the grill, and then the Foglight halo. Transfer those to these over here, but I'll probably do that inside. So let's flip this over, or let's take out the grill first, and then we'll flip it over, because I don't want to scratch it up and then I'll mess with this. Alright, to take off the grill, we have these two screws, and then just a bunch of clips all the way around down here too. So let's get this one out. And then these clips are a little tricky. You just have to kind of push them inwards and not at the same time. Push them like this and out. Same with this, push it down and out. Do that all the way around, it should pop off. And to take this part off, it looks like you just unclip it from both ends, and then this stuff is just clipped on there. Like you just twist it to take it off. And like it has these hooks, and you just have to like twist it and take it out like that. You see how it's coming out? It has all these hooks. So let me go on the other side. It has this thing. Pop it open, and then you start pushing it out. These little hooks, you just see how it's separating now? And that's how you take this off all the way through. These little hooks, you just separate them. Okay. Okay, so I got it off. So this part slides under here, and then these tabs are held on by these things, these clips. So let's just keep removing. I'm gonna take off all the sensors and the fog lights, and then the bumper should be done. Okay, so I took this part off that goes on the top. Took off all the parking sensors that's laying right there. Took off the fog lights. So the bumper is all stripped down. So now I need to, I'm gonna go move that sensor first, take that sensor off and see what it looks like with this one. And then after that, I'll worry about transferring the halos onto these. And these, I wrapped them. They came out okay, I think. So let's move on to the sensor over here. Okay, so with this one, I'm gonna take off this harness. It's okay. Like that. And then these are two 10 millimeters. So I'm gonna take that off. Let's see what it looks like from the back and see what I need, because obviously you can't just thread them onto these. So I'm gonna have to put something in the back. We'll see what I get. Maybe some, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Okay, so I removed my sensor. Here it is. You can see the big difference in the bracket. This is the 300S and V6 models, and this is for the SRT. You see the placement of these holes. They go on these two holes, and these nuts, they're riveted on there. They're stuck, so there's no way to just transfer them over here. So I think I'm gonna have to get like a C clip that has a thread on there, or maybe some kind of like handle nut or tongue nut, whatever they call them, where it's like the nut and it has like a little handle that's flexible, so you can like put it in there and then start screwing it in, and then cut that off or just bend it in there. So I'm gonna head to the auto parts store later and try to find that for these. Alright, so we went to AutoZone and we got these. Hopefully they'll fit from here to the holes. So these body speed nuts. It looks like they are gonna work. That way we have thread to be able to mount this thing on there. Cause this is what, sorry about the wind noise. We're outside and it's a little windy. This is what concerned me the most. Being able to hang this sensor. And it looks like this is gonna work just fine. So I'll just get the 10 millimeter make sure since it has some play, I'm gonna have to go inside and get a level and make sure that it's level, or level-ish, because I don't know how level the parking lot is, but I'm sure that when I get this calibrated, all that will be sorted out. Okay, so I'm leaving the sensor for later. For now, I mounted the sensors. Those are pretty easy. Just clip them, make sure they're all the way in. You kind of give it a pinch to make sure that these two little tabs grab right here. Mounted the fog lights on both sides. Right now I'm going to put the grill, the bottom grill on there. So it's going to start coming together, and then after I finish the fog lights, the halos, put the bezels there, and then the grill, and it should be almost ready to put on. Alright, so I'm putting the bottom grill. You see those have to come through all the way. Make sure it snaps on there. So let's see if I can get them to snap where they go. So that one's there. The bottom grill is on there. And now we're gonna move to the grill. Let's put that on. Just 2 screws. That one and that one, and the rest is just clips all the way around. Right, so the sensor's on. I got these mounted. This is the driver's side. The halos, the fog light, the halo, whatever. These go there. I'm gonna pop these in there, and then I still have to install this thing on the top, and then I'll be able to get this there. So it's not fully on, which is there. I have this one has about 8 screws in the bottom, one right here, 3 clips, another screw on this side, 3 clips, and then a bunch of clips on the top. So let's start putting those. Okay, so like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm going to briefly go over the parts that I needed and the prices and the part numbers of the parts. These constantly change. I've noticed that some of them are a different price from when I first bought them. Now they're different. So I made a quick list of the parts. Front bumper, the price, passenger side insert, 50. It says ×2 because that one I bought it and it was never delivered. FedEx delivered it to the wrong apartment, so I had to buy it again. Driver's side insert, 71 bucks. Fog light bezels, both of them for about $56. Bottom grill, 90 bucks. Paint was $250. The cruise control sensor for the used one that I bought, I said $250 earlier, but with shipping it came out to $270. Hardware and stuff, clips and screws, $15. So my total is about $1,115 for everything that I've done. But these are the 2 parts that I said that are still pending. The energy absorber for the front, that one is $104 shipped, and then the sensor bezel. If you noticed in the front where the sensor was, there's kind of like a hole open. Well, this is a bezel. This is it right here. It covers that up. So with that, it's gonna be more, so around $1,300 or around there. And then when I take it to the dealer, I'm estimating that I'll end up at about $1,400 to $1,500 once I get the sensor calibrated. So that's an estimate of how much you can expect to spend on this. I did everything myself. If you take it to a shop, it's going to be more. So if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. And like I said at the beginning of the video, here's a few clips of how the car looks now. And I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Remember to like my video and subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you guys next video.